moon, that is. Oh, yes, sir, yes. I gotta give you the backstory. I'm gonna keep it as short as possible. Where I live, there is a saying. When a man with a knife comes up against a man with a rifle, then the man with the knife is a dead man. Never forget that. As I get you in the party mood, the Latino party mood. God gave long hair to women and made men stupid enough to believe that they would be faithful. Let's get on with the Latino party mood, ladies and gentlemen. Uno, dos, 1, 2, 3, 4, bang, 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 bang. Ain't what you do, it's the way that you do it. Ain't what you do, it's the way that you do it. Ain't what you do, it's the way that you do it. Hey, Macarena. I heard the word again today. I wonder why it ever went away. I thought it was here to stay like Ricky Martin, Fernando Rey, yay, yay, gabba, gabba, hey, hey, Macarena. 1 Maca, 2 Maca, 3 Macarena, 4 Maca, 5 Maca, 6 Macarena, 7 Maca, 8 Maca, 9 Macarena, 10 Macarenas. Come on, will you? I was walking in downtown LA when I saw this young fellow. I don't know whether he was a blood or a crip, but I said to him, hey, chill the hell out, will you? Ronald Reagan, did you spot it? I'm a gifted impersonator. I'm amazed you didn't spot that. 8 great years. Prove me wrong. Hey. I love that guy. Let's get on with this. Here's every time they're speaking of that period, every time there was a kind of international love affair between him and Mrs. Thatcher at the time, and they figured they were going to end the world. This poster that students used to have of Ronnie and Margaret, giving it the big clinch. It was like the South Pacific. It was like I think they'd been grafted onto Rosanna Brazzi and Mitzi Gaynor. It looked real romantic anyway, but with like a mushroom cloud along the way, thanks to their reckless policies. How many times have you got to be wrong? How much is enough for these people? But anyway, every time the BBC is doing a programme about Thatcher's Britain, and when isn't the BBC doing a programme about Thatcher's Britain? This number always comes up on the background on the soundtrack as a searing indictment of Thatcher's Britain. But the trouble is, the pedantic fact remains, I wrote this 2 years before she ever got anywhere near Westminster. So if anything, I worry I might give her a few ideas. Anyway, you choose. After listening to this number, quite an old one, this for me, a classic, they call it classic. This one's called Beasley Street. Any takers now? Any takers? All right. Far from crazy pavements, crack the sound of empty rooms, a clinical arrangement, a dirty afternoon where the fatal germs of Mr. Freud are rendered obsolete. The legal term is null and void in the case of Beasley Street. A cheap seat swam by the bleed, somebody is out of breath. Sleep is a luxury, they don't need a sneak preview of deadly nightshade. Is your flower, manslaughter, your meat. Spend the year in a couple of hours on the edge of Beasley Street, the boarding houses and the beds is full of accidents and fleas. Somebody gets it where the missing persons freeze, wearing dead men's overcoats, you can't see their feet. This rip joint shuts, opens up right down on Beasley Street. Cars collide, colours clash. Disaster movie stuff for a man with a Fu Manchu moustache. Revenge is nuts enough. There's a dead canary on a swivel seat. There's a rainbow in the road. Meanwhile on Beasley Street, silence is the mode. Up hot beneath the collar, an inspector calls. The perishing stink of squalor impregnates the walls. The rats have all got rickets. They spit through broken teeth. A bloodstain is your ticket. One way down Beasley Street, the hips are in his haircut. Drive a borrowed car. It looks like the Duke of Edinburgh, God rest his soul, but not that la-di-da. OAP, mother to be, what's that 3-piece suite? When shy catcher drains and crocodile skis are seen on Beasley Street. The kingdom of the blind. Mr. Magoo is king. Beauty problems redefined. The doorbells do not ring. Light bulbs burst like blisters. It's the only form of heat. Where a fella sells his sister down the middle of Beasley Street. The boys are on the wagon. The girls are on the shelf. Their common problem is that they're not someone else. The dirt blows out, the dust blows in, you can't keep it neat. It's a fully furnished dustbin, 16 Beasley Street. People turn to poison quick as lager turns to piss. Sweethearts are physically sick every time they kiss. It's a sociologist's paradise, each day repeats. Uneasy, cheesy, greasy, queasy, Beasley Street.